This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books, movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that's something. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote scripts. All right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 515. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff. And that's it.
That's it in the room today. Well, that's not true. We have a mystery guest.
Mystery cat.
Mystery box. Mystery box. What's inside the mystery box? Somebody that has not been here in 6 years. And Dev and a few others, I can't remember, have requested his return. So he's coming back. We're going to see what's going on. So it's a big day.
We'll see what's going on in the last 6 years.
We're going to release him from the box. What's in the box, Jeff? What's in the box?
Do you want me to give you the answer? Or
Gwyneth Paltrow's head?
no, this is a different box.
Oh.
And it's not Gwyneth Paltrow candles either.
Her baby was in that too, right? That was the assumption, right?
Well, she was pregnant. I don't know if the baby was in there, but obviously
Okay.
the baby would have been dead if
Correct.
her head was removed.
I didn't know if the head and the baby were in there.
I think they were just going for the head.
Okay. Did they actually even say that in the movie?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if he knew she was pregnant.
Not sure. It's been a long time since I saw 7.
Because I know, I'm trying to remember in the movie. I know she told Somerset, the partner,
Freeman.
Freeman, thank you. I forgot Morgan Freeman's name. That's terrible.
He told her that she was pregnant.
Yeah. No, she told him.
She told him. I'm sorry. Yes. He sensed it. The original script actually had him have some, not supernatural powers, but like psychic powers to do that. And then they cut that out.
And then they said, that's kind of dumb.
Yes. Why don't we just do a serial killer? Who knew Kevin Spacey could play creepy?
Did a good job playing creepy.
He did. It's no K-Pax, though. I need a banana. So big news, Cincinnati Comic Expo coming to Sharonville next year, October 19th through the 21st. Get your tickets in a couple months at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Brad Pitt might be there.
He won't be.
Hayden Christensen might be there.
He might be.
Kiss might be there.
I really doubt it. Well, maybe a former member of Kiss.
Who's the kitty cat?
The original, Peter Criss.
Is he in it still?
No.
Okay. Why did he leave?
Pretty much because he was a terrible drummer and alcohol and drug abuse.
Is he alive?
Yes.
Is he doing anything? Is he in another band after Kiss?
He tried.
Oh, okay.
I think he might have released a solo thing or tried to put bands together, but I don't know if he's really done much since
then.
Yeah. Other than the reunion tours.
That shows you how much I know about music in this world. They just came to Cincinnati.
Oh, they've already been here.
Yeah, for a farewell tour, supposedly.
Their newest farewell tour?
Yes. Just like the old one. Cincinnati, we'll never see you again, except for 3 years from now.
Until the next time.
Yes. But people like them. People have said like they put on a great show, which I'm not doubting. I just don't know if I could get past more than 2 of their songs. Like,
wow.
I don't know. I'm just,
I mean, you love Detroit Rock City.
I like the movie. This is how porn starts. Yeah, I actually had tickets to Aerosmith in January, but that is going to be canceled because Steven Tyler destroyed his larynx. So
Larynx.
Right until proven wrong. Damn it, you just told me. Yeah, so that was supposed to be January 4th, I think, or 3rd or something like that. And they just said that there's no timetable for it. It would probably be a year, they said, until his throat's even better, if anything. He's 75.
Yeah. So they're going to refund your tickets?
They haven't yet. They said they're waiting to hear what Aerosmith does. My thought is that they were going to. That they will.
They'll refund your tickets, but not your fees.
Probably not.
I was a little distraught when I found that out years ago for...
they really don't refund your fees?
Postseason baseball tickets.
Yeah.
Signed up, and if there's a game, whatever, you'll have tickets for. And I won the lottery to buy tickets, so I bought tickets. They didn't even make the playoffs, so they weren't going to the game, so they refund the tickets. They did not refund the
80s.
handling fees. Oh, God, it wasn't even that much, but it was $7 maybe in handling fees or something.
That's still pretty shitty, though.
But they didn't refund it. And since I didn't use that credit card for anything else, it didn't occur to me that I had some charge on my credit card.
On the credit card.
And then I get a statement with a late payment notice. I'm like, what the fuck? I had nothing on there.
So the $7 late fee cost you $35. Or the $7 handling fee.
I think it was only a percentage.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the flat, but it was more. It was probably about double.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was not happy.
So we went to, on Saturday... Let me finish the story first before you judge. We went to Ringling Brothers and Burnham Bailey Circus. They brought it back.
Yep.
I'm not a big circus fan.
I never was, but...
So I went online. My wife was like, I think we should do something fun as a family on Friday night. Let's go do the circus. I said, okay. So we go to I go online on Wednesday to get tickets. $20 seats. There's 5 of us. Comes to $100. How much do you think everything costs with Ticketmaster online?
Oh, Ticketmaster?
$100 total is the tickets.
I think you're looking at $170.
$187. Woo! So at that point I said, not happening. So I went down to the Heritage Bank Arena, which is a little coliseum here that's a pretty shitty place. And I just walked down because I work downtown sometimes. So I walked down there. And it ended up costing me $106. So
that's insane.
Yes. So actually, it cost me more than that because I got a little bit better tickets. Because
you moved up in seats. Okay.
Yeah, they just opened up $60 seats for $30. So we did that. So it cost me $156, which is still a lot. But when you have 5 kids or 5 people, it's always going to be a little bit more. But I will tell you this, Jeff. They got rid of the animals, right? Mm-hmm. They got rid of clowns.
Oh, really?
They have 3 people like clown people, but they don't have makeup on. Okay. And they're from the Ukraine. They've been together for 20 years. They were actually enjoyable. The 3 slapstick guys. No animals makes the show better. It's
I believe it.
I'm going to butcher this. Cirque
du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil. Very similar to that. There's not much of a plot, which is great because the first like singing thing, this guy came out and they're like, I get to join the circus. And I'm like, oh God, this is not going to be a plot throughout the whole thing, is it? Because I don't want a plot. Just show me the, acrobats, the acts. They had 3 rings and they did a really fantastic job. Hour and 50 minutes, you're done. They have an hour long, first half is an hour, 15-minute intermission. 45 minutes for the end or 50 minutes for the end. And you know what? I highly recommend going. It is actually enjoyable. I was shocked.
Do they have like a lot of the death-defying stunts and stuff?
They have the trapeze still, which was really cool. But I was more impressed with the people changing out the equipment, right? Like like how quick they were able to get it in and out and all that stuff.
You were so impressed with the things that you're supposed to not notice.
Yes. But they had like a dad on his back, like tumbling his kid like on his legs. That was pretty cool. They had bicyclists, do the tricks and all that stuff. But yeah, overall, I was pleasantly surprised. So well done, circus. I'm not a big circus fan at all, and I really didn't want to go. I wasn't my big top thing to do this weekend, but I'm really happy I did. So good job, Burnham.
And Bailey.
Yes. And my and the
Ringling Brothers?
No, fuck them. My thought was, though, why wouldn't you get rid of the animals before this, right? Because they weren't making money, right? Or they said they weren't making that much. My thought is, get rid of the animals. One, you get rid of PETA fighting you every time, right? And two, you don't have to feed them. You don't have to care for them. You don't have to transport them. How much expense do you have just from the animals there?
Oh, it's huge. But, I mean, I think back in the day, that was one of the driving forces for people going to a
But in
circus.
the last 15 years.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is the best thing they could have done. They saved money. They don't get protesters, and elephants don't kill them. And it's a better show. It's cheaper overhead. So overall, well done. So there you go. That was my fun weekend. So, and lots of...
So there was no clown calling you an asshole or anything?
No. And they were actually enjoyable. It's like, thank God you got rid of the clown makeup.
Did they do any of the knife throwing stuff or?
There's no knife throwing. I don't think there was. There was juggling. I think they did juggle knives.
Okay.
They had guys running up and down like giant poles. Like, that was pretty cool. They had the trapeze artists, which was really neat. They had the bicyclists, doing the ramps and the tricks and that. That was fine.
Yeah. Spinning around in the cages.
Yeah.
Did they have that?
Yeah, they had people running around in the cage, like as it was going up and down. You know how they have like the four things. One guy on the outside running. That was cool. I like that. Some singing. They had a guy with the drums. I was like, whatever. There was the one guy. He had a unicycle. And I'm sorry. It takes skill. It's just not very exciting.
Don't diss the unicycle.
And he was on this 3-story tall bike, unicycle. And I'm just like, this is the most boring thing ever. I don't care about the unicycle. Stop it. Sorry. I appreciate your skill, but I don't care.
But does he unicycle on the high wire?
He didn't. There's people that went on the high wire. They did
Yeah.
And the other thing that they did was a seesaw. They jumped back and forth on seesaws, like up on people's shoulders, up on a chair. That was pretty cool. So I'll give it that. So again, not bad.
But the circus is probably better without animals, is what you're telling me.
Yes. Long story short. To make a long story short,
Too late.
You all arrived one by one. So I also saw 5 Nights at Freddy's.
And?
Solid C plus C.
Oh, okay. Just know a coworker of mine who likes horror movies more than I do said terrible.
It wasn't good, but I watched it with my oldest son, and it was enjoyable. It was fine. It was better than the Meg, too. So that was a positive. I don't know anything about the story, so I just knew, some things, so I've never played the video game that. It was fine, and it was on Peacock, so I didn't care. I wasn't paying to see it at the theater. So
Or paying any extra to see
Correct. It was involved in my WWE network charge each month. That's how I justify Peacock. So, did you watch anything this weekend?
I did watch. Excuse me, I bumped my mic stand here. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, we haven't watched that one yet.
And it got me wondering. I know there's really never a parental presence within Charlie Brown cartoons.
Just the wonk wonk from the teacher.
Yeah, but the Van Pelt parents are pretty piss poor.
Why do you say that?
They let their 8-year-old son sleep out in the freezing cold overnight in a pumpkin patch alone.
To be fair, his sister did bring him a
His
blanket.
sister had to go get him. I'm like, did they not notice their son wasn't home?
So, I don't know if you know this. Charles Schultz did a little-known comic strip about the parents, and they were high on meth at the time. So, it was a very gritty Winker Bean. That's what it was. They were knocked out. Lucy and Linus's parents did not have a very good. They did not do a very good parental job. They also named their kid Rerun, the third one. So they were not very smart.
I always just assumed Rerun was just a nickname, but I could be wrong.
I think it's his real name.
It's on the birth certificate. His Rerun.
Yeah, I think so. So you think that his parents were probably the worst?
Well, at least in that context. I mean, I don't know if Charlie Brown's parents might be worse, but at least Charlie Brown's responsible enough to not, sleep outside and without any coat or anything.
That's true.
I mean, that was worse than Worsley going unaided across Antarctica.
That is true. To be fair, I think on the opposite end of the spectrum, Schroeder's parents might be the best because they've taught him classical music.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why Lucy always loves Schroeder, because she's trying to get out of her situation.
Oh.
See? Where does Pigpen come in? Pigpen probably has bad parents, too.
Yeah, the fact that they haven't taught him any hygiene at all.
I'm thinking that he's more like Kenny. His parents are like Kenny's parents from South Park. I'm thinking that same type.
Could be.
It's really a deep dive there. I'm trying to think who else we got. Peppermint Patty. It was back in the 1960s, right? 70s?
Yeah, 50s through 80s.
Yeah, I would hope that her parents were open about her lesbianism. I don't think they would be, though. Her and Marcy.
Yeah, it depends.
I think Marcy's parents would.
I mean, since I really don't know anything about either of their parents.
It doesn't matter. We're making it up. But we're right until proven wrong. I can go into a deep dive about all of their parents if you want to.
See, I'm not sure Patty even realized if she was or not.
Do you think Marcy did?
I think Marcy knew. Marcy had a crush on Patty.
That's why she was always around as the assistant.
Yeah.
That's probably a good call. It's like Smithers to Burns.
Yes, like that.
Okay. You know what I think about semen.
Women and semen just don't mix.
We know what you mean, Smithers. We had a Twitter poll of the week this week. Let me get this here. In honor of Halloween, we had, what is your favorite video game? Oh, that's not it. That's not because of Halloween. What is your favorite video game film adaptation?
Well, it's Five Nights at Freddy's is the first thing on there,
true.
So it's kind of Halloween.
We had Five Nights at Freddy, Super Mario Brothers, the 2023 one.
Oh, then I voted wrong.
Mortal Kombat. Did you see the new one?
No.
Oh.
I thought I was voting for the Captain Lou Albano version.
Oh. At least it wasn't the Bob Hoskins one. With Dennis Hopper, I think it was.
Oh, yeah, as the bad guy.
Bowser,
yeah.
Mortal Kombat from 2021. Mortal Kombat. And Sonic the Hedgehog. Last place, Five Nights at Freddy. 0%.
No one voted for that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Super Mario Brothers came in third with 13%. That's disappointing because I really enjoyed that.
Wow.
And then winning 54 to 33% this week. Sonic the Hedgehog beat Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
Mortal Kombat wasn't that good.
Well, the 2021 was better than the 80 or 90.
Yeah.
I guess it was 90.
95 and 97,
Whenever
I think
they
it
came
was. Yeah, I guess it was, but it still wasn't great. Oh, we should have put Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li on there.
Should have.
Oh, man. Neil McDonough was amazing in it.
He was.
But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic, the first one was good. Second one was eh. But yeah.
Mortal Kombat's the only one on these I've actually seen.
The new one?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I mean, Mortal Kombat wasn't one of the games I particularly cared for. Mm-hmm. I understand its place in, the history of video games.
Yeah.
But never got into it. And as a fighting game, I always liked things like Tekken better.
Oh, I hated Tekken.
Oh, I love Tekken.
What about Virtual Fighter?
Did
you ever play that? I didn't like that.
I played it. Well, when I worked at a toy store, that was a demo game, so we would play that.
The Virtual Fighter or
Yeah.
Tekken?
Virtual Fighter.
Virtual Fighter.
I think Tekken might have been at 1.2, but
I just remember they were always bragging, look at these graphics. It's like, polygons?
well, relatively speaking, I mean, the polygons were better than the blobs that the 8-bit graphics gave you.
Tank was amazing on the Atari, okay? Back off.
It wasn't
Outlaw?
Combat.
Remember Outlaw? It was a cowboy one that you had to draw
Oh.
guns.
Oh, no. I was thinking of the lasso one. What was that?
Oh, that was, yeah. Rustlers Rhapsody, that's a movie. They made the video game of Rustlers Rhapsody. Rustlers Revenge?
I'm going to have to
Take a look at that one here.
Google that one.
But yes. So while Jeff looks that up, we did have some sad news this week. Richard Mole, Bull from Night Court, passed away.
Yes.
Breath of Silence.
And then followed by that.
Well, he was also the voice of Two-Face in Batman the Animated Series, too.
Okay.
So
He had a lot of other things other
did.
than just Bull, but...
He did. Before we get into the really sad news, did you see it? Did you find it?
Oh, yes. The name of the game was Stampede.
That's what it was. That was a good game.
That's one I liked.
I like that. I like Keystone Capers. Remember that one? You were
I
the
do
cop
remember that, yep.
chasing the guy in the mall?
Yep.
He kept throwing shopping carts at you. Stop it.
Just jump over it. Come on.
If it was modern, I would just shoot him. That's it. Game over.
But you were a Keystone cop.
Oh,
The only thing you had was a billy club.
Yeah, copper, you can't get me. Yeah, so sad news. On Saturday night, Matthew Perry from Friends fame passed away, 54 years young. Passed away in his hot tub, I think they said.
Yes. Not a whole lot of
Details.
but...
If you go online, there's a lot of conspiracy theories already.
Well, duh. I think there were conspiracy theories of his death before he died.
Well, I guess his last Instagram post was him with 3 cranberries on a table, like putting them out there. And I guess somebody from the Cranberries died, and that was his last post or something like that before he committed suicide. I don't know. Some musician did it, the same thing. Not the exact same thing, but he had 3 cranberries in his last post. And so they're like, oh, is it a conspiracy? No, the guy died. Who's trying to silence Matthew Perry? No one. No one is trying to silence Matthew Perry.
That's the cranberry killer. He's running around leaving cranberries on the...
The one person did say that there must be 2 more murders coming. Like, jeez. So they're saying that wasn't him that actually posted because it was just his hand.
Oh, so it was somebody who
Yeah.
got his phone.
Please stop, people. Stop. Just stop. I mean, no disrespect. He did not look the healthiest. Like, he was trying to get better, and he fought a lot of demons. No disrespect there, but he did not look the healthiest at the time. So maybe sometimes it's like Eddie Guerrero, the wrestler. Sometimes your heart just gives out from your past life. Like, it just doesn't work. So, but yeah, sad day. Breath of Silence. So I remember him from Fools Rush In.
Oh,
I love that movie.
it wasn't that good of a movie.
Selma Hayek.
I know the movie. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Whole 9 yards.
Yeah, okay.
That one was okay. Whole 10 yards was bad.
Yeah. He got, when he was on the whole 9 yards, he got Bruce Willis to agree to be a guest star on Friends.
Oh, is that how it happened?
That's how they made a bet, I guess, when they were making the movie. Mm-hmm. I think it was something like it was going to make so much money or be number one at the box office because I guess when they were making it, Bruce Willis thought this is not going to go well. And so Matthew Perry bet him that it would. And if it did, he'd have to make a guest appearance on Friends.
And it did well.
And it did well.
I couldn't even tell you what the movie was about. The whole 9 yards. I don't remember.
One of them was a gangster.
Was that Bruce Willis, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Let me see here. Yeah, I can't get it. A struggling dentist's life is turned upside down when a famous gangster moves in next door. and his wife convinces him to inform a notorious mob boss for the reward. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I don't remember that well.
If we're talking things I liked Matthew Perry in, I always liked Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Yep.
I thought that was a vastly underrated show and should have done better than it did.
One season.
I
need to watch that still.
If you can find it, I'm not sure it's streaming anywhere.
It was Sorkin's production.
Yes, it was.
He did Mr. Sunshine for 2 seasons, I think. 1 or 2.
It might have got a second season, but it was just okay.
I don't remember that one at all.
He did An Odd Couple.
Oh, that's right. With
Thomas Lennon.
Yep. That did not look good.
No. I think the one episode I saw, I was like, that's enough.
We're done. Sorry, Matthew.
I think I watched all of the Mr. Sunshine, but...
yeah,
or
Matthew
at least
Perry.
one season of it. I don't know if it got a second. I might not have seen that.
He was always enjoyable.
Yeah, oh no, I didn't dislike him in anything.
Yeah. And I think of all the characters on the show, he probably was the best.
Oh, I'd put him at number 1.
Yeah, Joey maybe 2. Maybe 2.
We have someone joining the...
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
It is late breaking. Here we go. Look at this. This is the Bob Studios. Welcome. Last time you were here, there was a mattress.
And no walls.
No walls. You can put the headphones on there. There you go. We've gotten fancy.
If you would like. If you don't want the headset,
You can hear the
don't
sound
need
effects
to.
that we have now.
Sound effects, walls.
I know. You go, right there. See if you're okay talking in there.
Good.
Is he good, Jeff? I hear him.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. We got... So your last episode was 157. This is now episode 515. We now have Nick the Gimp is back. Welcome, Nick.
Thanks, Chase.
Look at this.
See? Sound effects. We have an actual rim shot instead we making our own.
We don't need the keyboard over there
We
anymore.
still have the keyboard.
I did have to ask the guy at the guardhouse what your address was since it's been so long.
It has been. 5.5 years, is that what you said?
I was just guessing.
Yeah.
I didn't actually sit there and figure out.
You know what? I'm going to find this out. So, Nick, welcome. I'm glad that Jeff left you out of the box. Was it getting hot in there?
Not as much hot as it was stuffy.
Oh, yeah. You can take the mask off, which is nice. So that's good. Nick was, I think, our first guest, wasn't he?
Episode 3. Nick
Yeah,
was our first guest.
Don't listen to episode 3.
It was terrible. We'll make up for it with this one. But
Yes, the sound was off. We had two Yeti mics.
We realized the mic setup was okay with 2, but got terrible at 3.
Yeah, it did not work. Do not go back and listen to 3. Instead, go back and listen to his second episode he was on. 4. No. 10. He was back on 10, 21, 35, 51, 68, 81, 101, 103, 104, 116, 156, 157. I think those were the floppy episodes.
Yeah, some of the Christmas
episodes.
roundtables.
Yes. Nick, last time I was on was 6.884 years ago.
Oh, even longer than I was guessing.
So, anything new with you in that time?
No.
Oh, okay. You got any more kids in that time?
I don't know. I've got 3 now. How many did I
I don't know.
let's see. 6. I got one that's 7.5. So no.
So
No,
new
okay,
ones.
you're good.
But you have teenagers now.
I do. As of Friday.
Do you 2 teenage girls, do you get eye rolls?
Oh, I've gotten eye rolls for 10 years.
Okay. It's just not teenage years? Okay.
No.
They started rolling their eyes at 3.
Yes. So, Nick, thank you. We don't really have much going on today. We have listener feedback coming up. That's about it. Have you watched anything recently in the last 6.5 years?
I have.
Oh, okay.
Anything you would want to talk about that you think is worth getting other people's eyes on?
No.
I'm watching the American Gladiators documentary right now on Netflix.
Ooh.
I've heard
And?
that's really good.
It's, got 1 episode left.
So is Nitro as cool as I remember him?
Nitro's a bit of a dick. On the episode, apparently for him, all it was about sex, drugs, and more sex and drugs.
Okay.
But he had a ponytail.
He did.
He did have a kick-ass ponytail.
And he eventually started dating Milhouse's mom.
Is that when he showed up in the ball?
Yeah. In the atmosphere.
That's on the documentary, actually. That's when he knew he made it, when they were as part of the Simpsons.
Well, the best is that, I guess, after the steroids eventually broke down his body, he became an announcer. And I'm like, this does not sound like this is going to be a good thing for you, Nitro.
He tells a story about going to Mexico, to Tijuana, to get steroids and then getting pulled over or getting sent to the examination line.
Yeah.
And then also had a loaded gun in the car with him.
Ooh.
Did he say, don't you know who I am? I'm Nitro.
No, he gave some other story, and they kind of they gave him a ticket for the loaded handgun, took the steroids, and said, "Go ahead."
That's a great border patrol right there. What you got there? Gun? Drugs? Oh, give me those. We're fine. We're fine after that. Just go.
So he had a permit for the gun.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. He said he had been shooting that day with his friend at the range or something and just had it in the car, went over to get his drugs and came back and then got sent to the other lane and knew he was screwed.
You know, I got a gun in the car. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think that would go well today. They tried to redo that, didn't they? American Gladiators in like 2006?
I think
7?
2 times they might have tried to. But yeah, there was was it Hulk Hogan hosting?
Oh, yeah, and Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Yeah, Layla Ali.
Yeah, that's right. It would have been better if she was the one that was the gladiator, like punching them.
There would have been a lot of people getting hurt.
Did they ever talk about why they don't use the guy in the mask with the axe in the background anymore after the first season?
They did, yes.
Oh, no.
The executioner.
Yes!
They called him the executioner.
I don't even remember that.
Oh,
it was only it was the first half of the first season.
Oh, that's it?
Yes. That's all it was the first half of the first season.
Why'd they get rid of him?
They wanted to class it up. It was they didn't want it to be as hokey. They wanted it to be a real sports show, and they thought the executioner brought it down.
They're probably right.
Yeah.
They shot tennis balls at 100 miles an hour. You're not classing that up.
But that would be tough to get through.
Oh, I think it would be extremely tough. So, one of my friends and I, he came up with an idea. He said, everyone's doing breweries now, you know, buying into breweries and that. What happens if we do something different? Instead, we start an American Gladiators Club. And you have a restaurant with, you know, food, beer, and then you can watch your friends get the shit kicked out of them by, like, real gladiators, like, you know, local college wrestlers or, you know, football players and that.
You hire gladiators.
Yes. For 2 hours or an hour, whatever. It's like axe throwing. Instead of that, you're doing assault. Somebody's shooting a 100-mile-per-hour tennis ball at you.
You're doing the pugil sticks? Is that what they call
the
them?
joust. So we went through and we're like, well, let's see which ones we could do. You could do the Eliminator. That's the end one.
That's the one where you get shot with the tennis balls?
No.
The Eliminator's the one where they run like the obstacle course at the end. That's not really against any of the gladiators. It's just like an obstacle.
They break through the paper, the paper doors.
Oh, yeah, where if you pick the wrong one, the gladiator is there. But
Hang tough when you're up on there. You also have the one that you do the crank wheels up above. Basically all of them. So that was the deal. Just because I think it would be a blast. And then you could order a downloadable link to you participating in it all night for like $30.
See, the problem you would have is the same problem. I don't know if you remember, they had the arena tour, American Gladiator Arena Tour, where they spent the off season the one year. They went across the country doing an arena tour of basically every night they were in a different city, and they had like local recruits that came in a couple of days before and tried out and whatever, and then they got a couple people. What they found out pretty quickly was they needed about 12 more gladiators because after about the first 2 or 3 weeks, they were all hurt.
Okay.
And then I can't remember which one it was that talked about it was, you know, they would do, everything would be back to back to back. Like it wouldn't be, okay, they would film or do 6 people at a time up on the joust. It wouldn't be the 2 and then they're filming another one. They would be filming 3 shows at a time
Oh my God.
Or they would have 6 contestants in a row in these arena tours. And the one woman gladiator was like, yeah, first one, they got their butt kicked by me. Second one, still got their butt kicked. Third one, Fourth one, fifth one, I was getting my butt kicked. Sixth one, I was really getting my butt kicked. It's like by the time you're up there 6 times swinging those things, and each one of them are fresh coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it could work, but you would need a ton of college kids to fill that.
Do you think college kids would not tire out as much?
With as many drugs as they were on, doubtful.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay, so that could be the problem. The other problem is insurance.
Yeah, that's where I was going to come.
So what's your plan? Well, we bring people in, they get the shit beat out of them.
But they sign a waiver. They sign a waiver.
They swear that they have medical insurance that will cover them if they're hurt.
Let me tell you, that waiver you sign when your kids do the trampoline parks, that doesn't mean shit.
It means nothing.
No, it means nothing. You can still get sued, trust me. It happens all the time. Okay, so Nick just destroyed my dreams there. I wanted to be an American Gladiator mob boss, but damn it. Or slumlord.
At least you weren't as silly to say an American Gladiator so that Jeff and I could laugh at you.
Jeff, you could be the executioner.
Yeah.
You got to wear the mask.
I got to wear the mask.
No shirt, but you get an axe.
No, he had. It was almost like a medieval type outfit with
Was
the
it?
shirt. It was like a black leather with the sleeves that were cut in like the triangles and.
Nothing says 1980s like black leather. So there you go. Did you watch anything else, Nick, recently?
I have.
Just kind of coming
Nothing
up.
that comes to the top of my head.
Okay.
I've been watching Ted Lasso. Middle of the 3rd season on that.
Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally got Apple TV back again, so.
Right as it goes up to $10 a month?
I got it through the, if anybody out there is on Verizon and can get the $10 to get the Apple TV, the Apple Music,
Oh, that's not
Cloud
bad.
Plus, and I think Arcade is all included for $10 a month.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Yeah.
I know we got the Apple Plus. I didn't know about the Apple Music stuff. I'll have to look to see if we get that.
Yeah, it's like the same thing that Amazon Prime has, all of those, like their own thing on it.
I have no streaming music service, so.
We have Amazon Music. My
That's
wife
gone
got that.
downhill. If you have Prime, you get it for free, but the free version of it isn't nearly what it was a couple years ago.
I guess I technically can get Prime, but it's not that great of
Go back and forth on Amazon Prime to begin with. I feel like, there's some, like, Gen V, The Boys is on there.
Yeah.
And then you watch other stuff, you're like, this is awful. Like,
I've watched The Boys. I have watched The Boys.
oh, you drove all of the seasons?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I think I've watched them all.
Three,
I think.
Yeah.
3? Okay.
Yep.
Have you watched Gen V?
No, I haven't watched that yet.
That's enjoyable. That's a lot of fun.
It's on my list to start. I usually watch those kind of shows in the morning when I'm working out in the morning, walking on treadmill, riding bike.
Don't let your kids watch it.
Yeah, that's why I do that in the morning.
Especially the first episode. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's a very large member.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's average size, but the girl is not.
Yeah, she is very tiny.
There you go. God. Did you see that? How big was it that they said? 16 feet, I think they had to build.
Oh, I didn't.
I think it was like a 16-foot version of it. I'm like, could you imagine?
I figured they just CGI it.
Could you? It's not Lucas.
I don't know if you guys watched. Do you guys watch the Top Gear at all? The British version that's on Amazon Prime, or the Clarkson Farm?
No.
I've seen old episodes way back when, but I haven't.
Is
seen
Adam
any of the new
Carolla still
stuff.
on that?
No, this is the actual British one.
Oh,
with,
okay. The original.
Clarkson and Hammond and May. Yeah, the original guys.
They're still
it's
making new
good.
ones?
Yeah.
Really?
They don't make the actual show. They do
Yeah,
travel, adventure type ones.
Okay.
And then Jeremy Clarkson has a farm that they do a thing on a farm. It's actually pretty good, pretty funny.
Better than Jay
Now, is
Leno's.
this under the Top Gear name? Because I thought
I
thought it was Clarkson and Top Gear producers. Like,
It's under the Grand Tour. It's called
Okay.
Grand Tour.
Is it better than Jay Leno's Garage?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. So, what's the deal?
if someone wants to give me Jay Leno's Garage, I'll take it.
I will sell it. Everything in that garage.
Oh, no, in a heartbeat.
Maybe
Well, not
keep one
everything.
car.
Yeah,
I would keep one car.
Maybe even two. But
Yeah, maybe. Do you have a minivan in there?
A truck and a car.
Yeah, man. I need a minivan, Nick. Give me another
Pool in a
minivan.
pond.
Give me another minivan. Let's see here. Jeff, you want to give me some music for listener feedback?
Do we have listener feedback?
No.
music?
No, we don't.
I'm like,
Thank you.
it's time for the BAM listener feedback.
You can do this one.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. I will.
It's brought to you by Hello Jeff.
Oh, what's in the Hello Jeff box?
This week, you get rice.
Okay. Just had that for dinner.
Yeah, me too.
White rice?
Oh, it could be any kind of rice. We're just randomly putting rice in boxes. I mean, it could be...
Is it cooked already?
No.
Oh, okay.
Could be arborio rice. Could be brown
maggots.
rice. Probably not maggots, but could be rice pudding. Could be Jerry rice.
Jasmine rice?
That could be.
Wild rice?
Yeah.
Do you feel...
Could be a rice patty.
rice cake?
If you're
Styrofoam?
if you're not lucky, you might get the rice cake.
You could just pack the rice around the rice cake like a styrofoam insert. Do you have rice for the breakfast?
Oh, there could be Rice Krispies, puffed rice.
No. Like, do you have... I'm not trying to do Hello Jeff now. Like, do you eat rice for breakfast?
No.
Really?
I eat
Okay.
oats for breakfast.
Everybody calls me weird at work because I do, for many reasons, but I do white rice and then I can do eggs on top of it and then just put a little black pepper on it. It's really good.
Sounds like Chinese food.
Well, maybe it is, but like the little scrambled eggs, you put those on top.
Do you fry the rice? Because that's the best way to eat
No, I
rice.
boil it.
Oh.
No, fry is not as healthy.
But it tastes better.
See, I like boiled or white rice. This is a thrilling conversation.
I feel
Nick,
sorry
aren't you
for-
glad you showed up?
Everybody listening to that discussion.
Anyways, what you got?
Okay, I guess we have to start with this one guy.
Number one fan?
8 hands.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
7.
Sunny D.
Beaver hands.
Damn it. 8 hands?
The delivery boy.
Mailman?
Dad.
Postman?
Doug.
Oh, there you go. Man of 1,000 nicknames.
Oh, that's another one.
Oh!
Write it down.
Fish's dad.
Oh, that's another one. It's like the Michael Scott. Should just start a new paper company. Michael, that's another one.
But anyway, this Doug person asks, says, author Dan Coys for Slate wrote a horrible article about how Martin Short is not funny. Can he be the winner of the Pittsburghian of the Year award?
Pittsburghian of the Year award for the Floppy Awards is the worst person of the year.
Yep.
Just to let you guys know.
He can be nominated. He certainly can be.
I'm fine with that. I love Martin Short.
Martin Short is funny in most things he does that I've seen,
Father of the Bride 1 and 2.
except for that.
Stop it.
Father of the Bride was a terrible, terrible movie, and
You're
no
a
one should
terrible,
ever watch
terrible
it.
movie.
I'm not, though, because I'm not a movie.
The first one is really good.
Yeah, the one with Spencer Tracy. You're right.
The remake is really good.
Nope.
Not the one with Garcia, the one that just came out again.
Steve Martin should not do remakes of popular movies.
He did fine in Pink Panther.
No, he was terrible in Pink Panther, and they made a sequel. He did terrible
Hey,
in
we're
Father
talking
of the
Martin
Bride,
Short here.
and they made a sequel. He was terrible in Cheaper by the Dozen, and they made a sequel.
Martin Short was in Three Amigos.
Great movie.
Is it?
As someone who just mentioned Father of the Bride, yes, Three Amigos is a great
Nick, give me your take on Three Amigos.
Better than Father than Bride.
Oh, come on.
I've come to realize over the last 6 years of listening to this,
Yes.
whatever your taste is, mine is generally the opposite.
What about music? Do you feel like you have the same musical taste as me?
I don't think anybody has the same musical taste as you.
Let's see here. The Santa Claus 3. He was Jack Frost.
You're not helping the argument.
This is Martin Short.
Yes, I know.
Clifford.
Oh, no.
Not the dog.
Yes, so he's like a child in
Yes.
that one? Okay, Dan Coys might have a...
Inner Space.
That wasn't terrible.
Treasure Planet.
I guess he did a voice in that.
He was on the morning. He's on the morning show.
Apparently, Treasure Planet is got like this huge following of people thinking it's like one of Disney's best movies.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, I remember watching it thinking, this is a bad adaptation of Treasure Island.
Michael J. Fox was the voice.
Was not good.
Kept hitting the mic stand. Pure Luck.
Don't
Captain
remember
Ron.
that. Ooh, Captain Ron. A terrible, terrible, but funny movie.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks.
With the alien.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember him in it.
That's about all. He was in the Santa Claus 2. He was in 2 and 3? Wow. Okay, you know what? He is a funny person, but he does not have good movies.
Well, I mean,
He was in the Ed Grimley cartoon.
he did Saturday Night Live and SCTV stuff, which was good.
Yes.
Only Murders in the Building.
Yet to see that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't have Hulu.
I thought you had seen it.
No.
I thought you were the... I guess other people talked about it on this show before I saw it.
There's too many fucking streaming channels.
There is.
I can't handle it. I just got rid of Apple.
Oh, well, now that Nick picks it up, you get out of it, so...
It goes back to my taste in shows.
So I guess you won't be watching the second season of The After Party unless you get watched.
I've never saw the first season of The After Party.
You should watch The After Party. Well, you can't now.
Sorry. Actually, all I'm doing is just waiting for the SAG strike to keep going. They're just going to keep showing all their shows on TV. They did Ms. Marvel. They did Yellowstone. And shocking, the ratings were so high for Yellowstone, they're doing the second season now on TV. It's like, well, no shit. There's nothing else on. I think they were averaging 9 million viewers. So that's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. For TV now, network TV.
For TV now.
I mean, there's no MASH, but it's no MASH. But have you gotten into Yellowstone?
No, because I haven't had an opportunity of any channel to watch it on.
It's on CBS now, Nick.
I don't think, other than sports, I don't watch regular TV.
But you saw all the ads for it during the football games.
Yes.
Because they advertise the crap out of it.
Yeah. That's a good point, because I don't know if we watched The Rookie. I think that's just by habit now with Nathan Fillion.
Oh, God.
He's not a rookie anymore.
I was thinking of the baseball movie, and I'm like,
yes, they made a TV show that.
Yeah, sixth season they're in now.
Yeah, he now trains the rookie.
I'm like, how is he still a rookie?
I think that's probably the last TV show we watch. Shark Tank once in a while.
My kids like to watch AFV on Sunday nights.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
You just still keep up with Amazing Race?
Oh, we do Amazing Race. Okay. That's more of a kid's thing. Like, we watch Amazing Race as a family. My daughter really likes Halloween Baking Championship. She likes all the Baking Championships shows. We watch those.
Yeah, but those are on cable.
Those are on cable. Okay, so
network.
Survivor? Do you watch Survivor?
I don't watch Survivor.
Wow. Didn't you used to watch Survivor?
Used to.
Okay.
Before kids.
Well,
they take up time.
We've got an entire fall lineup for all 4 major networks. So pick one and start watching it.
Not good, not great. Will make you ejaculate. That's a good one.
Family friendly.
It's on the Family Hour at. Oh no, that's 9. Sorry. It's after Adorable Program.
It's an adorable program.
Yeah, and then chicken nuggets and wine, and then Name My Baby. So it's a theme that night. So what else we got here, Jeff?
First I was going to offer Nick. We've got abundance of candies, of Pezzes and Sour Patches, and
Final Boss Sour.
Make you try the Final Boss Sour.
Look at that.
The Final Boss Sour.
This is level 1.
Level 1. It's the lowest level.
You got to take like 6 of them at a time to get really any sour into them.
Yeah,
they're
really good 1 or 2 at a time.
Yeah,
if you get like 6 or more, then you just get a big sour.
It tastes like craisins.
I was going to say that's what they look like.
Oh, go figure, they're craisins.
I'll do the next one while you're eating that, Jeff. From Jack Chambers at Chambers 230. The box office for superhero films is down. Do you think the Marvels comes out next month? I think. Will boost
I think 2 weeks.
Oh, will boost the genre, or people are just tired of it?
I think people are tired of it. I don't know if the Marvels is the movie that will boost the genre, especially because there's a loud enough portion of the audience out there who already dogged the crap out of Ms. Marvel and
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, and I guess even WandaVision is where Photon.
I sense a theme of why people in the basement are dogging those films. I think they had female leads. No.
What do you think? They're getting too obscure?
Yeah.
That, I mean, they've moved out of the mainstream superheroes, and they're going to, let's see whatever else we can throw to the wall and hope it sticks.
You know, the Doctor Strange films are fine, but I don't give a shit about Doctor Strange in the comic books. Ms. Marvel was actually a fun TV show. It was a good family TV show. But I didn't really care about her character in it. I did like Captain Marvel, though.
Oh, I liked Captain Marvel. I liked Ms. Marvel. I liked, the character of Photon or whatever they're going to name her from WandaVision.
I like WandaVision.
I'm really looking forward to this movie, personally. What they need is that the people who aren't the stereotypical Marvel fans to want to see this movie.
Which I don't think you're going to get.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean, if they need to get the, young geek girl demographic. And the problem is, now my cord is going fritzy.
You're okay. I can hear you.
All right. But yeah, they just need to, as long as people aren't trying to gatekeep them out of, this movie's terrible, and if you like it, you're terrible, and I'm going to yell at you if you stand in line to buy a ticket type people.
I'm actually taking my whole family to see this, except my wife. She doesn't care.
All right. You can take me, too, if you want.
You want to go? Let's go.
When are you going?
Probably opening weekend.
Sometime.
Yeah. Nick, are you caught up on any of the Marvel films or shows?
Yeah. I think so.
Did you watch Endgame?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's the one that Thanos snapped.
I watched,
and then they killed him.
I think I watched that one. Is that the one that he has the glove?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's the second one with the glove.
Yes. And then after that, Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man came out. No Way Home, Doctor Strange, I think.
There were two Spider-Mans after the snap, right?
I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
Far From Home was the one right after.
Was that Europe?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
And then No Way Home was on
No Way
Doctor
Home.
Strange.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Next on my list on that one is Guardians 3.
Did you see that?
Not yet. It's next on my list.
Oh, next on your list. I'm sorry.
I keep on every time. It's tough now because with teenage daughters,
yes,
we're 12, whatever, and watching a 2.5-hour movie and them not going to bed until 9:30 and
yeah. No, I get it. I get it. No, I agree with you. The same thing. My oldest son and I watched, before we got here, Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never seen it. I don't know the video game. So we watched it, and we didn't. Now, that was on Saturday night, I think, but we didn't start it until 10 o'clock at night because the other two go to bed and everything else. And we were at a Halloween party. So it was just, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, we watched the Meg 2 a couple weeks ago, and it was the same thing. We didn't start till like 9:30 at night. It's like, God dang it! Like,
yep,
damn. And I think I agree with you. I think that's part of the reason I haven't watched as many movies. I think it's more TV shows, and I'll be honest, even streaming shows. It's like, is this under 45 minutes? Like, can we get these episodes in under 45? Ted Lasso, 35 minutes. Most of them. Some of them are 50 as they get into the last season.
As it goes on, they get longer.
Yeah, but like.
See, I find myself just going to YouTube and like watching stuff on YouTube on some of the stuff on there that's like 15 minutes and watch like one or two of those. And
yeah,
I don't know. Do you guys ever follow or seen Beard Meets Food on there? It's kind of like the old
Man versus Food
on where he does food challenges and tapes them and puts them on there. He's a British guy who's like a professional eater. It's pretty good.
I have not seen that.
He can eat some frickin' food.
I just like, what was it, Adam Richman? Was that who it was?
He was the original
Man versus Food. I just like, I need to stop doing this. You think, Adam? You're probably not.
I mean, I just saw a new one of that last weekend. There's
really?
Yeah, there's another guy doing it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Adam's probably be dead.
Adam's done, but this guy's been doing it for a couple of years now.
Is the beard guy in shape?
He's not fat. I don't know if he's in shape or not, but he's a small guy. Whenever he wins them and wins a T-shirt, he usually gets a medium or a small.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. He is not a fat guy. I just pulled it up. There's a picture of him.
I just thought it was funny, like you saw Adam's evolution, like he just kept getting bigger and bigger as the seasons went on.
Wow, here's a picture of him looking buff.
Let me see this hot guy. I don't think that's real.
Oh, I don't know if it is or not. I just thought it was a picture of him looking
He is a
buff.
smaller guy, though. He is smaller. Yeah. Okay.
Most of the people look at him and say, yeah, there's not a chance. And then he goes in and just destroys.
Well, most of the professional eaters aren't big.
Yeah.
Chestnut, Kobayashi. I mean, they're small guys.
I couldn't do the ice cream. The ice cream, I think, will kill me.
Ice cream headache right away. Boom. Ow.
And I don't like ice cream to begin with, so I'm just
you don't like a lot of things that are yummy.
I don't like a lot of sweets. Like, I don't like cake at all.
Terrible. Love.
Like any of that stuff.
Once again, disagree with Jason.
Cake? Oh, God, no. Here, have some flaky shit.
Have some no, I don't want flaky shit. I want nice, moist cake.
Maybe I just didn't get good food cake growing up. Maybe that's it.
That could be because most of my dinners that I had growing up, I probably think people eat this on purpose.
Well, here's the best
I've never
part.
had good versions of any of them.
So we were at a family wedding a couple weeks ago. I know this isn't listener feedback, but one of my uncles, he comes up to my mom and he goes, "Hey, do you know your son talks about you on the podcast?" And she's like, "What does he talk about?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's all good things." He's like, "I don't know if it's good things. It's about your cooking." And I was like, "Well, that's true." And then she's like,
well, that's true things.
she's like, "What wasn't wrong with my cooking?" I was like, "Mom, you did bologna and ketchup freezing." And she's like, "There was 4 of you." And we only did them for a week at a time. It wasn't a month. I was like, it doesn't matter. But she's like, the thing is, though, by the time he got to school, it wasn't frozen anymore. That's not making it better, Mom. Like,
unfrozen bread is not usually that
with
good.
ketchup and bologna.
Yeah.
Can you call it cooking when you microwave the box?
No. Great start's breakfast. It was not a great start. Stupid silver diamond pancakes. Those things were like hard as Frisbees.
Yeah, you cannot do frozen pancakes.
Thanks. I'll just take the
Frozen
little
waffles
bit in the middle.
you can't do frozen pancakes.
And they get the bacon. It was like rubber. Oh, God. God, it was awful. I don't even know if they make that anymore. I want to know.
I don't think I've seen them in a...
I'm going to do... if they do, I'm going to buy them and give them to my kids. See what we had to put up with?
And Lord knows I know what's in the freezer aisles because that's where I do pretty much the majority of the freezer aisles and the sweet aisles.
What else we got here, Jeff?
Let's see. Yeah, okay, that was Jack's question. Okay, we have Brent from Home Video Hustle.
Oh, Brent.
He asks, do you guys splurge and pay for the no ads tiers of streaming services?
Nick?
Yes. Except for Hulu.
Okay.
I have not yet. I'm thinking I might start on some of these. Getting Apple and Disney, I think. Are we getting no, we're getting Disney and their stuff through Verizon. Oh, maybe we are paying for Apple. But Apple don't have commercials, so that's cool. But the Disney stuff that does have commercials, no, we're not paying for that. I'm considering actually paying for YouTube with no commercials.
Do they have that?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I would have to look into how much it is.
Is it YouTube Red? Or that was the old one?
I think it might still be called that, but
okay.
It'll pop up and ask, hey, if you want, you can. And then I always click dismiss. But I'm thinking about it. But I'm not. Although, going from DVRing everything on the
TiVo.
The TiVo is so nice. Even other DVRs suck in comparison. Like fast forwarding is terrible.
What do you have?
We've got YouTube TV now.
Okay. I think it's easy.
Their fast forwarding is nowhere near as good as...
Really?
Really.
Oh, I think so.
You have to hit the button to jump ahead every 10 seconds. So you have to hit it 20 times to go through a commercial.
The thing.
You have to keep hitting it.
No, you don't. You just hold it down. On the Amazon Fire one.
Well, but then you could overshoot what you want, so then you got to go back.
Oh. Yeah, we've never had issues. I don't know what TV.
You know what TiVo did?
What?
Skipped them for you.
Oh, well, look at that.
That was great. And if they didn't, then you just hit one
The
button.
humanity. You have to press a button to skip commercials.
Exactly. Why should I have to do that when there's technology that gets rid of it for me?
Back in my day,
I had to walk across the room just to change the channel.
No, we had VCRs.
No, I did.
Well, you did. We had VCRs, and you had to make sure you got back in time to watch it. Like the commercial was stop. No, go. Unpause.
Yeah.
And then you would have the big white thing, those static come over the commercials. Remember that? When you paused and unpause on live TV?
I wouldn't pause or unpause commercials.
Oh.
I would get fast forward through commercials.
Oh, no, we would try to edit them out. Just to let you know, Swanson's Great Starts became Aunt Jemima in 2007. Then Aunt Jemima Frozen Breakfast, which were Great Starts, were discontinued after a recall in 2017.
Wow, it was that late.
Yes.
And now Aunt Jemima doesn't
It was that late
exist.
until they got a recall.
Aunt
That's
Jemima
amazing.
is now Pearl Milling Company, I think.
It is. Do they still have the logo of her?
No. They got rid of that and the name.
Gotcha. Okay.
It still has like the same colors and font and stuff, so you look at it and you know it's the same company.
But she's not there.
But she's not there.
Okay. What else you got?
Do you have no ads, Jason? Any?
Disney Plus has no ads.
Well, they don't give you ads
Yeah. Yet.
They're talking about changing that.
HBO Max, I went down to ad support because it's fine. But theirs is awful. Like Peacock has ads, but it's all at the beginning. Like most of their movies are like
I can live with that.
it's like 160 seconds of movies.
Yeah.
Or commercials. And then the movie plays throughout. TV shows, they do it in between. But HBO Max is like the goofiest like interruptions. It's like, let me tell you
I
about
hate that.
this blank. And then it just goes to the commercial. You're like, what the fuck was that? Like, come on. Come on, man.
No, I know we would have problems when we first started watching Hulu and CBS, which is now Paramount.
Yeah.
Where we would have problems where they would stop and then go to commercial, and then coming back from commercial would freeze up, and then you couldn't get back to where you were, and it was like, this is fucking ridiculous. But I think they are better than they used to be.
Paramount's not bad at all. We have ads with Paramount because I just have a problem paying more than $5 for a streaming service. Yeah. It really irks me.
That's the thing, is I don't think you should have to pay for it if there are ads.
HBO is $10 with ads. I was doing it for a long time of $17. I think they went up to $17 without ads. I was like, I can't justify that.
No, but that includes HBO now includes like all the
Bleacher Sport
and the HGTV crap.
Yeah. Discovery channels.
So I can watch my Love It or List It's with no ads if I want to.
That's the worst one.
Uh-uh.
They both have punchable faces.
Oh, they very well do. And every once in a while, they punch each other.
Oh, my God. I hate that show. I'll watch anything else.
I love that show.
Really?
Yes.
No. Are you going to love it or list it? Get the fuck out of my house.
Except for the fact that it's all a setup on
It is.
And
It
they
is.
pay the people to say whatever they... I think they film or
Both.
record two different ways, and
We just spent $300,000 on a renovation on our house. Yeah, we're going to sell it. And the best is they're like, okay, your house was valued at $200,000. You spent $200,000 on renovations. Your new value.
they never spend $200,000 on reservations. They want $200,000 worth of stuff for their $60,000
Go with me on this scenario.
budget.
This is what they always do. Your house is worth $200,000. You spent $200,000 on renovations. Your value now $415,000. Oh my God, it's worth $215,000 more. Well, yeah, but you just spent $200,000. It better be worth that.
If your house doesn't go up more than what you paid for it, you screwed up
like
in your reno.
I think I'm going to list it. Go ahead, fucking list it, you dumbass. I hate that show.
But sometimes the houses they look at are
No,
better.
stupid show. Give me a House Hunter.
Matter of fact, almost always the house they look at is better. The only problem is it's either out of their budget or not in their neighborhood.
I found a great house for you. It's 16 hours away from your house now. Would you like to look at it?
Well, the problem is a lot of people will like, oh, this drive is too far. It's like, it's 15 minutes from your old neighborhood.
It's too far. Too far.
Well, I agree with that.
It is Canada.
Mostly.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be tough.
That was the thing is I saw one where they're like, oh, we want to stay in our neighborhood. And then as they're going through, they said something like, oh, but, we can't go out there because that's a different school district. And they're like, wait a minute. Do you want to stay in the neighborhood or the school district? And they're like, well, the school district. We're not going to switch schools. They're like, that's different. We can look at other places that aren't necessarily your neighborhood, but still in the school district.
Nick, are you selling your house anytime soon?
No.
God.
You don't want to pay 8% interest?
No, thanks.
No. The people buying the house would have to pay the interest.
Oh, that's right. you just live anywhere.
I don't know where you live, but
that's true. Nick wouldn't be buying or selling for 8%. That's true. What you got? What else?
Oh, next question. From Joel Kenyon, formerly of 40 going on 14.
Yes.
Who is your favorite horror villain? Oh, I'm sorry, horror film villain. Jason, you have to pick someone besides Michael Myers.
Has Mitch McConnell been in a film?
I don't think he has.
I would probably say Ghostface from Scream.
Okay.
Michael Myers is number one. But Ghostface is probably getting up there. Nick?
Does the shark from Jaws count?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. He was in multiple films. Or
Well,
his
no.
offspring.
Yeah.
His offspring.
The one shark, it's a different shark each movie.
Is it a different shark each movie? I know they kill it in the first one, but...
Kill it in every movie.
Oh.
The shark dies at the end of every movie. Spoiler alert.
Oh, thanks. You know how you stop it? Just don't go to the beach. It's not a land shark. The shark's been hunting me. Just go to Cincinnati.
Sharknado, then.
Oh, well. I think you have a better chance of the Sharknado not happening. I think you'll be fine.
Oh, I just saw, I guess it was a game show or something. They were talking to one of the interview of the contestant and something about he doesn't go into the ocean and he's afraid of sharks. And they're like, the chance of getting eaten by a shark is worse than getting struck by lightning. And he's like, but there is a chance.
There is.
But there won't be if I don't go.
That is true. That is true.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, our friend Dave said that all the time.
What you got? Who's yours?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to answer
You don't
this
like
question.
those movies, but...
I'm not a big fan of those movies. Freddy Krueger from the first one I liked. Then he got too campy for me.
Hey, let's make this pedophile funny. Let's do that.
Was he a pedophile or just a murderer?
I think he was a pedophile.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
I can't swear.
I'm not sure if I really want that on my phone, to be honest.
Is Freddy Krueger a pedophile?
I'm not going to put that. I'm just going to put Freddy Krueger. Let's see.
Mr. Brigger, we have some questions.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Were you talking about Freddy?
And Hannibal Lecter is a good one. If you consider that horror movies, I don't know. Some do, some don't.
Hannibal was not good.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is there are some versions of him not as good.
He's a child killer.
Yes, he killed
then that's
children.
fine. That's fine. Okay, my bad. Make the child killer funny, but not the pedophile. Okay, good call. Good call.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a difference, there is a difference.
What's
He
worse?
just killed them.
Glad we got that bar right there. That bar is really great. I stand corrected, Freddie. I apologize. My bad. I don't want to tarnish your name. My bad. That is not going into the title, child killer or anything like that.
I didn't write it down unless you want me to.
No. What else we got?
Okay, so we've successfully answered that question.
Sure.
Moving on, we've got Little Richard 205 at Not That Richard.
Oh.
Let's get a little serious. How worried are you about AI taking over the world and ruining our future?
Nick, you're a conspiracy guy. What do you think?
I unfortunately know a little too much about some of it and talk about AI with some stuff at work, and it's the scary part is that it's all just based off of where the data is being pulled from. So it's wherever that data lake is that's saying the AI is hitting says answer this question or build off of this scenario based on the data that has. And the ability to manipulate that or to house it in one spot is absolutely scary.
I feel like we are moving towards Westworld. First season. I feel
Wow,
like the big giant sphere has all the information that's coming to it. And they're going to basically, I don't think it would be in my lifetime.
Yeah, that's the question here is our future. I think I'll be dead before it becomes an issue.
Okay, so 3 years. Okay.
It might be an issue 12 years from now.
Okay, my bad. I do try not to be a conspiracy guy, but it really is kind of like more and more I'm like,
I guess
could I go to the woods and just get away from it all?
I guess the question is, once it starts screwing up, can we stop it?
Nick?
Yeah, pull a plug.
It's like IT. Just reboot. Did you turn it off and on?
There'll be a lot of plugs you have to pull, and everything else that is running on it now doesn't work.
The problem is if you ask AI how to fix it, they're going to tell you the wrong answer because they don't want to be dying.
So like Jason said, you have to be able to live off the grid.
Yes.
Or AI will control everything.
AI IT, technical support, can I help you? AI is going crazy. Did you try turning it off and on?
Remember, the important stuff is turning it back on.
Hold the power button for 60 seconds. Then wait 30 seconds.
I got this Kmart Blue Light Special CD-ROM. Will that help me? No. It came in the mail. AOL 2.0. It's now even faster. So little Richard, we're going to die. It's 9:30 and we haven't even hit the news of the geek. What else we got?
It's only 9:29.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
From Professor Number One to Doctor Number One, what fictional school / college would you like to attend?
Nick?
I'll do school and college.
Okay.
Ooh, 2 of them.
Lehigh
Okay. Okay.
and Faber University.
Which one's that from?
Knowledge is good.
Which one is that from?
Animal House.
Wow.
Oh, okay. My bad. I would probably do Bayside.
Oh, God.
Because nobody cares if you skip. I don't even think
You don't really go to class in Bayside,
you get all the
do you?
caffeine pills you want.
As soon as Miss Bliss was gone, they didn't actually have classes, did they?
Just hang out in the hallway.
Yeah. And again,
Hello, fellow children.
they have a great stripper program. They got caffeine pills. I mean, it's chaos. I think there was a couple of rock bands that came from it, or at least they tried. And then probably college. I would say the one in Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. But that was a pretty tough. That was a pretty tough college. They seemed like they were kind of jerks. Maybe the one from PCU.
That was my backup.
Yeah, PCU.
Was it Port Chester University?
Yeah, I think I would go with that one.
All right. Well, I'll pick school, Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters.
Yeah, but you're always under attack.
Yeah, but I'll have some super cool mutant
Not necessarily.
power.
You could have the dumb powers, like falling through walls.
I could have the dumb powers, but they'll teach me how to use them in interesting ways.
You could be Wolverine and go against a guy that... Oh, shit, he controls metal. Damn it! Okay. You're going to be Cyclops. You're going to have the eye.
I have to wear ruby lens goggles just so I don't kill everybody I look at.
You better date Jean Grey. She's the only one that can stop it for a while. What else you got?
And then I have... Not to steal your guys, so I'll take a different college.
Okay.
Maybe the South Harmon Institute of Technology.
Would you like a bite of my wiener? Justin Long. That was a good one. I don't think it's accredited, though.
No, it was not accredited. But, I don't actually want to learn anything, so that's fine.
Okay.
Everything I learned, I
that's
learned
the case,
from
just go to USC.
School.
I'm sorry. Jeff, do you have some news of the geek over there? Do you have that ready to go?
Nope, I do not have it ready.
Seriously? You have one musical prompt today. Well,
I've
two.
got two, so
Two.
shut up.
Don't hit that, remember. You got to hit the button.
It's time for another installment of the news of the Geek.
I don't really care about this one. Per the Hollywood Reporter.
I don't care about it, so I will read it and put it on the outline.
Speaking of Marvel here, Nick, per the HollywoodReporter.com, Marvel has found a new showrunner for Daredevil, Born Again. And it's the guy who served in the role for The Punisher. Hollywood Reporter reports that Dario Scardapane, that's not right? Scardapane, who guided the Netflix. He guided the Netflix Punisher series and ran Prime Video's Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, so that's not bad. Has been brought in the same role for the upcoming MCU series. It's undergoing a creative overhaul while it's on pause due to the SAG strike. After looking over the footage that has been shot, Marvel executives decided that it was shit. Decided to go in a new direction. Original showrunners Chris Ord and Matt Corman departed that role, though they remain on board as executive producers. Who cares? Series stars Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, who we interviewed, returned to their roles as Matt Murdock and Daredevil and Wilson Fisk and Kingpin. John Bernthal is returning as the Punisher. I don't care. I like Daredevil, but
I'm looking forward to this.
I hope it's good.
I think what they said is the change they're making, they're going more towards, the television. I think we talked about it, but that they want it to be an ongoing television feel as opposed to limited series, just a 6-hour movie or a 6-episode movie.
Like Secret Invasion.
Yeah. They're not going for they're going for the ongoing show, especially because I guess the success with Loki having a second season and I guess is getting some good numbers and response.
Foggy
Nelson,
and the girl who in the comic books is a druggie.
Whoa, Karen Page.
Yeah, Karen Page. Supposedly they're dead in this one.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's why they're not coming back. Or Disney just got too poor to pay for them.
Oh, but that means
I like Foggy.
I was going to say I liked I forgot her name. The actress who played Karen, Deborah Ann Woll.
Oh.
And Eldon Hansen played Foggy Nelson.
Nick, add that to your list too. Daredevil. When it comes out.
I did watch the Jack Ryan, so
did you like that?
Yeah.
Brian, I think, liked it too. I think Intern did.
I think so. He likes a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and if it's the same guy who did The Punisher, I'm sure he did watch and like it.
Is that John Krasinski?
Yes.
Okay. So, just making sure I was right on that one. Let's see here. Per ABC6.com, this is the best one.
Yeah.
Nick, you got teenagers. Be ready.
Local news.
Local teenagers in Cincinnati, appear to be engaging in a dangerous activity that may be inspired by what they are seeing on social media. No. What? People have posted different accounts of teens recording videos of each other jumping in front of strangers' cars while they're running, not just sitting there. Local 12 has widely reported on the dangers of social media challenges, where mostly young people engage in sometimes deadly behavior, like eating Tide Pods or turning an aerosol can into a flamethrower.
I'm just not picturing kids running up and jumping in front of a parked car.
Hardcore parkour! Okay, I'm going to jump onto the refrigerator box and then...
Hardcore parked car.
Oh, there you go. Then video was posted in July on TikTok. Fuck you. Quote, "Bro, I dare you to jump in front of that car," a guy said off camera. "Are you serious?" asked a young man in his teens or early 20s. "It's a dare, bro." Fuck you all for just these conversations.
Yeah.
Said the cameraman. The young man leaped in front of a car, bouncing off the windshield and onto the road. The car screeched to a stop. The young man looked up from the gutter. Don't worry, son, you're going to be there for a while. As the camera turned from the shattered windshield to the man now laying in the gutter, he looked up at the camera and said, "For the dare, bro."
It was. I saw the video and wow.
The incident is not isolated. In Greater Cincinnati, people have reported on Reddit, 6 incidences in the past week where teens are recording each other jumping in front of cars. Like in Norwood. Hey, Brian. Where one person wrote, "A girl in her early teens started out into the crosswalk. Her friends were standing on the corner filming the whole thing on their phones. Came within inches of hitting her, but thankfully stopped in time and pulled over to hyperventilate." Another person commented, quote, "I saw this happen the other day in Oakley." Damn you, Oakley. "Their friends were filming it and all. Saw the same thing at the corner of Kenwood and Montgomery," said another last night. "Definitely some kind of sick Frogger game that would result in some serious injuries." Let me tell you, I played Frogger.
You played a lot of Frogger, apparently.
I played a lot of Frogger. Let's get some alligators out here for this. If you want to do this, let's do this right.
I think Darwin should win a couple of these.
Oh, it's going to be tough. It's about like the guy that was dancing on top of a semi and then got hit by an overpass.
Oh, did he win the Darwin Award?
Did he win that last year? I think he was up there. I think he was
last year? I don't think that
it might have been this year, maybe. Yeah, there was a TikTok challenge, Nick, for a while that they get on top of semis and dance. They didn't realize where the overpass was.
Yeah, they didn't realize that even if they lay down, that sometimes there isn't any clearance.
That's a horrible way to go, too.
I watched the report.
Yes.
On this, in the local announcement. And we went to TikTok, and this is TikTok's, TikTok is saying about it, and they're like, before you try any challenge, say to yourself, is this blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, before you try any challenge, say no, don't try any challenge.
If it's on TikTok, don't do it.
None of these challenges and dares are worth it. Even the ones that are harmless are stupid.
TikTok, though, they're understanding.
And there's clouds in my way.
TikTok is quite aware of dangerous challenges like this. When you search on TikTok for Angel of Death Challenge, hey, thanks, Channel 12. Just throw this out there so everybody can see which one to look for. You're directed to a challenge information page that directs people to stop and think about what you're seeing, like you just said. Local 12 report that the first video of the guy jumping in front of the TikTok car within hours was removed by the platform. Police agencies locally said they have not received reports of these dares, like what is being discussed on Reddit, but an officer said it would now be a good idea for drivers to be cautious when approaching a group of teens on the side of the road.
So I see this as a good reason for, just another good reason for people to invest in an electric vehicle. For the reason is I'm going towards this person and I floor it, you can't hear my engine rev on their videos that they're shooting.
That's a good point.
I tried to slow down. As you can tell, my engine didn't rev.
Are you Andy Bernard with the Prius going against Dwight? Nope, it doesn't make a sound under 5 miles an hour. Dwight, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm actually concerned that people are going to Reddit to talk about this and not reporting it.
Well, here's the good thing.
I'm going to Reddit. I'm like, maybe I should let the local police know that people are jumping into traffic.
TikTok encourages a dialogue between teens. Thanks, TikTok.
Yeah, no, there should be no dialogue. There should be, don't do stupid things.
I can't. I fucking can't anymore. Stop it, people. Stop. I just am more worried about the amount of bros these guys used. Bro!
Oh, yeah. And I swear to God, I thought that guy's head hit the curb. I can't believe he responded. I'm like, jumps in front. I thought his head was going to be split open.
I just never mind. I hate people. I hate it. The positive, this really does help us for the Worsley Award at the end of the year.
It does. Well,
we haven't
had anybody reported dead from doing this yet.
That is true. I still say my favorite Worsley Award winner is the guy that went to the island of the tribe and kept getting shot.
Like I said, they made a documentary on him.
They did. He was a good guy, though.
But no offense, whatever these guys do, I think the Worsley Award is in the bag this year.
Yeah.
I told Jim when I heard that from the podcast listening that is a perfect Wes Anderson movie.
Which one?
The guy going to the island.
Oh, yes. Trying to
try and videotape his tribe, and then you keep on getting
shot at.
You keep getting shot. Well, they keep sending more documentary crews and more documentary crews. And then eventually, the original documentary crew shows up alive, steals all the other ones that have been killed, gets on the last one's boat, and comes back, and they have the actual film of it.
Here it is. How many people died? 82.
But we got this great footage.
It just has to. It would only make $5 million, but it'd still be worth it. Jeff, you got some box office news music?
Somewhere.
Seriously?
I have it. It's right there.
You have two songs.
I see it. It's right next
to the news. I'm waiting.
No, I'm sitting here arguing before I hit it. That's not it.
That's not it.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Found it.
Yeah, I knew exactly where it was.
Me too.
It was the green button, Jason.
Told you. There's like 3.
Well, yeah, there's 3, but I knew which one.
Oh, sorry.
Box office bomb. Well, the nothing really bombed.
No.
Coming in at number 1 this week of October 27th through October 29th. Five Nights at Freddy's made $78 million in its opening weekend on a $20 million budget.
That's with same day on Peacock.
I know, that's impressive.
And they were expecting $50 million.
And they got 28 million more than they expected.
And
nice.
It's $122 million worldwide total. I think they were making a sequel.
I think they were making a sequel regardless.
Probably.
Coming in at number 2, Taylor Swift The Eras Tour made $15 million. Total of $150 million, I rounded up, on a $200 million budget.
That's $20 million.
That's a $20 million. I added a zero.
Yes, $20 million.
On a $20 million.
You rounded up a lot on that one. Nick, did you
rounded to the nearest $20 million?
That's true.
$200 million.
200. Nick, did you take the girls to see this?
No, they don't care that much.
They don't care about Taylor Swift?
No.
Oh, really? You didn't want to spend $1,000 for tickets?
No, some of their friends went and they just were kind of like, who cares?
Gotcha.
They're just not into it.
My daughter likes her, but...
Was it your sister-in-law?
What's that?
Didn't somebody, get Taylor Swift tickets?
Oh, that was my brother.
Oh, your brother did it?
Yeah, and his daughters were like, we really don't care. We'd rather see the Jonas Brothers. So he sold all the tickets and had enough money to fly to Vegas to see the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, this is great. I got all these tickets. Because I think you could get 8. Like, this is the first wave. So he got 8. He's like, his daughters could take friends. We could, do that. He never thought about selling them. Then his daughters were like, we really don't care, Dad. And, we like her, but we don't really care about going. We'd rather see the Jonas Brothers. So, yeah, he sold them all and just flew to Vegas. It's like, good for you. And then he stood outside the stadium with his daughter and listened. And then they left for Taylor. Yeah.
But he flew to Vegas, but he didn't bring the girls with him. Right?
No. He just went by himself.
To see the Jonas Brothers.
And he had hookers, Jonas Brothers, and casinos.
I took my kids to Vegas.
My daughter saw it, and she likes Taylor Swift, but she does not go gaga over her. She's like, oh, it'd be fun to see a concert. It's like, I'm going to find you a cheaper concert to go to.
I go gaga over Lady Gaga.
She likes Lady Gaga. She likes Pink. She likes Pink a lot.
Well, I like her taste in music a little better.
Better than me?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else she likes. I forget who else. Foo Fighters? I don't know.
Not Garth Brooks.
She does not like Garth Brooks, actually. His new CD comes out, and it's only available at Bass Pro Shops. I'm serious. Really?
Can you just download the music?
I don't think you can.
Wow.
It's I don't know if I have a CD player to play it on.
A lot of new cars don't come with them.
No.
That would be the most of the Garth Brooks' fans, though, still have a CD player.
You think?
Probably.
You got to have a computer old enough to have a CD drive to download it to your iTunes, and then you can put it onto your phone to...
Let me see if I can do that. My van does have the rear entertainment video, so I can put that in with the movies. I think I do have that.
You can get a USB drive that runs CDs or whatnot for probably $20 to $30.
It's too much.
They're kind of cheap.
Then I'm in $50 for Garth Brooks. CD and the USB. It's too much.
And all the CDs that you still have from...
I don't know if I have CDs left. I think I do somewhere. Go ahead, Jeff.
Coming in at number 3, Killers of the Flower Moon made $9 million, a total of $41 million on a $200 million budget.
Nick and I are going to go see this next weekend because it's only 3.5 hours long, so we got plenty of time for that.
Is this also streaming?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay,
it will be on Apple,
but you can't. You
Not
can't
yet.
stream it yet.
Yep.
Gotcha. Coming in at number 4, After Death made $5.1 million in its opening weekend on an unknown budget.
It's a Christian film about near-death experiences.
Nice.
Spoilers, they all see heaven. I'm guessing.
I'm about to say, well, now you ruined the movie for me. I want to hear the people who said, I saw nothing.
You're not going to see that in a Christian film.
No, it doesn't exist.
I saw flames.
I'm repenting my ways. I mean, that's the best way for a Christian film to go, isn't it?
I saw Flames as the sequel. It's as uplifting as I thought.
And coming in at number 5, Exorcist Believer made $3.1 million, a total of $59.5 million on a $30 million budget.
It's a Christian film, too. It's a $430 million budget, don't forget, because they paid $400 million for the Exorcist rights.
Yeah, but that's for 3 movies.
It still isn't worth it.
But if you divide it up, it's $134 million.
Well, they're only $80 million out for this one.
Plus the $30 million to...
That might be the worst investment ever.
And do you know the original Exorcist was co-produced by the Catholic Church?
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Because they're the only ones that actually believe in exorcisms.
Really? There's no other religion that does?
Well, I don't know. There might be other religions.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Upcoming November 3rd of 2023, Priscilla.
When a drag queen, Anthony, agrees to take his act on the road, he invites fellow crossdresser Adam and transsexual Bernadette to come along.
I forgot when Jason does this, he finds it the wrong
In their
movie.
colorful bus named Priscilla, the 3 performers travel across the Australian desert performing for enthusiastic crowds and homophobic locals. But when the other 2 performers learn the truth about why Anthony took the job, it threatens their act and their friendship.
Yeah, that sounds more like Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert than...
I looked up Priscilla. That's what I saw.
Okay. So I don't know what the movie's about.
I just told you!
No, you didn't.
Priscilla Presley.
Oh, I'd rather watch it like
Exactly!
Priscilla, Queen
That's
of the
why I
Desert.
did this one! You ruined it! I think it was right. Give me some top 5 music, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Top 5 music. That's when we just... play
Seriously, you have
everything all
3.
Oh, yeah, it's 3 pages away.
God. You know, we get you a new toy. We get you a new toy over there. You can't even play with it properly.
That's our top 5 music. Just hit all those buttons at once.
Perfect.
Nick, does the studio look better than last time you were here?
It does. There's actual light I can see.
There's no bloody mattress behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't say it was a bloody mattress.
I flipped it over
sleeping
sometimes.
on that.
Anyways, moving on here. Top 5 this week. What do we have? In honor of Matthew Perry, we had top 5 favorite Friends episodes, or if you're not a Friends fan, we left it up to your favorite television series. So, I'm a okay Friends fan. Nick, are you a Friends
Yeah.
fan?
I've watched
Enough?
them enough.
I've seen every episode multiple times, and some of them I like.
Okay.
These 5 or so were the ones that came to mind when I thought I would like to talk about them.
Okay. Nick, why don't you go first? You're the guest.
I'm just kind of like thinking in Don't Even... The one where Joey pretends to own a Porsche. Or owns the Porsche.
Yes. He's twirling the keys outside the coffee shop. That's a good
And
one.
the guy moves the Porsche, so then he just gets the car cover and puts boxes under it and
Yes.
has all the Porsche paraphernalia.
I like his jacket.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, it was tough finding like the titles for this, like trying to find like what episodes were which.
I found it easy to find the titles.
Why don't you fucking go next then?
Okay, I'll start with the one with all the resolutions.
Which one's that?
That's the one where they all had resolutions, where
Thank you.
Chandler wasn't going to crack jokes all the time, so then he made the bet that he wouldn't make a joke, and Ross made the resolution that he would try something new, so that's when Ross was wearing leather pants.
Ross was
Wearing leather pants. Ross, so, pretty much I like it because Chandler was dying not being able to tell a joke, and Ross comes in with leather pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff, give me a number 1 through 8.
8.
The one with the morning after. This is when Ross and Rachel are on our break, and he sleeps with Chloe, I think. I think it's Chloe.
The copy girl.
Yeah. And they spend the whole the whole episode is basically Ross and Rachel fighting, and the rest of the crew is inside Rachel's bedroom, I think.
Monica's
bedroom, that's right. And they're just listening in, and it's a very uncomfortable moment, like to watch them two arguing, but it's awesome seeing like the whole rest of the crew inside the room. So there you go.
Is that the one where he requests the song on the radio and was it U2's With or Without You, and then she calls the radio station to tell them why she broke up, and then they interrupt the song saying, "Rachel just called us, Ross. That was terrible."
I don't remember that part,
I
but
don't know if it was that episode, maybe the next episode, but
give me another number.
2.
One with Monica's Thunder. Ross and Rachel are back, and one of my favorite things is the subplot. Joey gets a job as an actor, but he has to play a 19-year-old. That's whack. That's wicked whack. And he just goes through the whole episode like, you're 30. Stop it. But he's trying to play a 19-year-old. It's just the Ross and Rachel have a little fun, whatever. I don't care. But Monica is engaged, and then she finds out that Ross and Rachel slept together, so she thinks that they're stealing all of her spotlight and that, but it's mostly just because Joey was trying to play a 19-year-old. That's whack. Sorry, I remember from that part.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I'm going with the one where everybody finds out. When they all eventually find out about Chandler and Monica hooking up. And what was it? But they don't know that we know that they know that we know. You're not going to tell them. I couldn't if I tried.
Phoebe and she's trying to get Chandler to
trying to get Chandler to break. Oh, lover.
Best part is Ross at the end sees him through the window. What are you doing?
That's my sister. That wasn't the best part. Anytime Ross is in a scene, it's not the best part.
Nick, number 4.
The Thanksgiving episode where they play football.
Oh, that's a good one. That's an early one, too, I think.
That might be the first season.
Yeah, my first or second season, yeah. That is a good one. And then they get the trophy, and it's the most awful trophy scene. Okay.
We're not leaving until somebody wins.
Number 3 for you, Nick?
The one where they poke the fat naked guy with the chopsticks that are all taped together.
Across the head.
Why are we still poking him?
Is he dead? Jeff, number 3.
Let's see, number 3, I hope this one. Mm-hmm. I have the one where Eddie won't go and the one where Dr. Ramore dies.
Eddie was a very
Eddie. Yeah,
I did like Eddie.
When Joey moved out, and Chandler had to get a new roommate, so Adam Goldberg was on as Eddie for, I think it was 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And he had his pet goldfish cracker.
What are you talking about? You don't live here. This is my roommate. Oh, man, I'm so sorry.
That was Mr. Heckles. That was a different one, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah, but he comes back. Yeah. Go ahead. That was yours, too. Give me another number, Jeff.
6.
The one with the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ross says Rachel at the wedding. The one that Ross says Rachel at the wedding.
Is that the title?
Yeah. He's marrying the British woman.
Yeah.
And he says Rachel by accident, even though Rachel's kind of a bitch in that one because, like, what the hell, man? You go all the way over there just to ruin the wedding? So.
Yeah, because she was in love with him.
No, bullshit.
So no, until they're married, you're allowed to stop it.
And I agreed with the guy that was on the plane.
House.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah. No, that was the best part, House on the plane. That was actually the only part of that episode I really liked.
He kept saying, lupus. You have lupus, right?
Yes, that's what he kept saying.
I'll do the next one. Where is it? The one with Ross's sandwich. That he gets angry because he's had like a lot of bad luck lately.
Oh, and it gets stolen?
And it gets stolen at the museum, and he's on lithium, and he comes back. And so he's just all happy and goofy, and he's eating cotton candy because he yelled at his boss for eating the sandwich. Hey, I'm on paid leave for 6 weeks.
I don't blame him, though. People who steal food from the company fridge or whatnot are terrible, terrible people.
I agree.
Yep.
Number 2.
And then he threw it away because it was too big of a sandwich to finish.
Yes. Number 2.
Number 2 with me is the one where no one's ready.
Oh, when they're all trying to get dressed.
They're trying to get dressed.
Yep.
It was pretty much bottle episode.
Yep.
Which turned out to cost them more money in the long run because that's the one where Matt LeBlanc broke his collarbone.
Oh, that's right.
So they had to stop it and go back and finish filming it later.
Okay. He'd eat turkey gravy, or what was that he ate?
Jam.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He ate jam when his arm was in a sling.
That's right. Number 2?
The I don't know what the actual title is, but the one where they go to the conference or whatever, and Joey hooks up with the other paleontologist that Ross is trying to hook up with.
Yep. Monica has the big hair.
Yeah,
The humidity hair.
Yeah, are they in Costa Rica or something?
Yeah,
like
someplace
that?
like
Where were they? It was in the Caribbean.
Bahamas.
Could have been the Bahamas.
Yeah, one of them.
Somewhere it rained.
I think they
the
were
whole
competitive
time
ping pong too, weren't
yeah.
they? Something like that.
Was that the same one?
Yeah, I think so.
Could be. That was
Somebody's
that
going
was with Aisha Taylor.
Yes.
as Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1 for you, Nick?
The one where they say pivot.
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 Pivot. I can't pivot anymore. Which is now every time somebody moves, you got to do that.
Yep.
Moving furniture. Pivot. Number 1, Nick or Jeff?
The one with the embryos
That's my number 1.
it's the best episode.
That's not even a word.
It's when they have the contest to see who knew more about the guys
Yep.
and the girls, and they put the apartment on the line.
Miss Chandler Bond.
Yeah, I love the part about Phoebe getting the implants is who cares? This part over here where
Yes.
all the jokes are just nonstop.
She got Monica got this stuck in her when she was young. Oh no, man, her ear.
Monica's nickname when she was a field hockey goalie?
Big fat goalie. Joey's favorite food.
Sandwiches. Joey had an imaginary friend when he was a child. What was his name?
Space Maurice.
What was his occupation?
Space cowboy. And then they're trying to figure out Monica's towels.
Yeah. And they're-
Classy?
Yeah.
Classy.
Fancy guess.
That's what it is.
11. 11 is correct.
Unbelievable. This was a popular one on our website here. You can follow us at the History of Bad Ideas.
On Facebook.
That's right.
Don't call it our website.
That's true. Yeah. Nobody really
It's just
has
our
websites
Facebook
anymore.
page.
Kim Brock had the one where they all find out.
Good choice, Kim.
The one with the proposal. Oh, Monica
Chandler.
Yep. The one with all the cheesecakes. That's when Rachel and Chandler
are eating cheesecake off the ground.
Yes, they're stealing it. The one with the prom video. You're my lobster.
That was sweet.
Oh, the one with the holiday armadillo when Ross can't find it. I wasn't a big fan of that one.
That was not. Well, it was Ross being Ross, and that was
Yeah.
enough for me to know.
Let's see here. Jim. Oh, Jim. The one where Jason properly pronounces...
Charcuterie.
Thank you. The one where Jeff loudly eats. The one where Blake visits Alaska. The one where Brian gets interrupted. The one where Jim gets suspended. Do I do this right? Let's see here. Jared Mills. He had the one with Unagi.
Unagi.
I can never say.
Unagi.
When Ross is doing karate.
Yeah, that's an eel.
Yes. As Sushi Go has taught me. The one with the cop. Oh, that might be the one where they do the ride along.
Ride along. That was Phoebe's boyfriend is played by Michael Rappaport.
Yep.
And Joey has to protect his sandwich.
Yes. The one with the embryos.
Good choice.
The one with the ball when they keep tossing it.
That was fun.
The one where everybody finds out. Dr. Dana. She had a top 5. The one where no one is ready.
Good.
The one where they all find out. I hope you this one. All the Thanksgiving episodes. Number 2, the one with all the resolutions. Ross's leather pants. And the one where the girls lose the apartment. The embryos.
Wow. Okay, 4 of the 5 mine agree with Dr. Dana.
We had a few more. Jenny had the one where Paul is the man. Paul Rudd, I think. The one where Ross is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The one with the rumor. Oh, that was shoot. I can't think of it now. I do remember that one. That was on a couple people's list on the thing.
That one's not coming to my mind.
The one with all the resolutions, and the one with the routine. Actually, I said those backwards.
Well,
the one where
okay.
Paul is a man. Sorry, I apologized. Nikki Puma Zealer, favorite New Zealander. I hope he'd my list. The Thanksgiving episodes, every single one is hilarious. Sister Carolyn, your sister had one.
Sister.
The one with the routine. Oh, that's the dance-off one
Yep.
that me and you did. Okay, now I got it. The one with the morning after.
Well, read what she said, the one with the routine.
Which Jason ruined in a dance-off. Fuck off. Nick and I had a dance-off at my wedding. I was doing well until Nick ripped out his underwear.
Thong.
Yes. Not kidding. The one with the morning...
jock strap. You had the thong.
The one with the morning after pill. I mean, sorry, the one with the morning after. Sorry. Do you think I need a new walk? Sorry. The one where the stripper cries. What's the matter? You never saw a 50-year-old stripper cry before? Danny DeVito. The one where everybody finds out. They don't know. We know that they know. And finally, the ones with the embryos. And finally, Sean Kuhn. I love this one. My favorite so far is Batman the Animated Series. So here's mine. The Demon's Quest Part 1 and 2. Raj Al Ghul. Good job. Almost Got Him. That's where all the villains start talking. Oh, God, I know these. When all the villains start talking about how they almost got Batman. Beware the Gray Ghost. That's played by Adam West. It's an old 1950s superhero on TV. And that's how Bruce Wayne grew up watching. That's some of his things. Heart of Ice, which is a great Mr. Freeze one with his wife. And The Man Who Killed Batman. Oh, now I forget. I've seen this one. It's a great one. Can't remember it though.
Bane.
No, it was a mugger that got lucky and thought he killed Batman. That's what it was. There you go. Man, that's depressing that I know that stuff.
No, not really.
It is a great series. So there you go. There is your top 5 for the week. Let's see here. I think that was it. Titles for the show? Anyone have titles? I didn't have many. I miss Brian.
Do we have a bad idea?
Oh, bad idea? Yeah, jumping in front of cars.
Terrible idea.
Moving cars.
11.
I think we did 11 already.
Well, everything moves up, and that gets 11.
I think we've had like 7 number 11s.
We have a new number 11. Everything then gets pushed off.
Every week it's number 11. Still don't have a 1, though. Let's see. I said I saw flames and Man of 1,000 Nicknames.
I do like Man of 1,000 Nicknames.
Yes.
Freddy just killed kids.
Putting that in there. I like
Freddy
that.
just killed kids. You got to put that in italics or
They
something.
won't let me.
Oh,
Fucking Apple.
well, I guess all uppercase then. I don't know.
Stop yelling at me.
I've got a very gritty winker bean.
That was pretty good.
Once again, I disagree with Jason. And hardcore parked car.
Hardcore park car. I do like that Freddy just killed kids.
Freddy just killed kids.
He wasn't that bad.
All he did was kill the kid.
Great. Thanks. Nick, I'm putting you down on this list. You now have number 14th appearance on here. It is now 515. Look at you. Please don't go 6.5 years without one.
Invite me back sooner.
Anytime. You know, it is funny. Once we did episode 500, there was like 4 or 5 people that wrote in like, whatever happened to the GIMP? Because every once in a while, Jeff or somebody brings it up. So you have a following.
Yeah,
That's nice, Nick.
I realize probably a lot of our listeners don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Go back and listen.
Yes.
Except
Not to
episode
3. Not to 3. Not to 3.
Unless you can put your ears through the terrible mix I had to try and salvage what we did.
Yes.
Probably
Yes.
was. It was a fun recording. I remember.
It was.
That's why I didn't want to throw it away.
Yes. Now we got fancy.
We did. We got a much night. Oh, now
Seriously.
Yep. I hit my microphone. And we're out. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history, not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad, the history of bad, it's bad, the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
been listening to Hobie.